welcome, welcome. Today is the day. I'm a little late to the plate, but it's election time, ladies and gentlemen. It's election time. I high-key hope Kamala wins. We're just it's just straight election coverage. What up, DK? Where the heck am I, bro? I don't even know where the heck I am. I'm in a home somewhere in Asia. Alright, hold on. I gotta change this music. I'm doing just some random.
Hey guys, today we're going
no ads.
add this scrolling animation to your website in which.
Sorry, this is a janky setup because I'm on the road making videos. Glad you enjoyed it, DK79. Thank you. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. That was a really heartfelt video to make too. Happy to see the red. Oh no. What's going on? Hold on. I'm trying to see. How the heck do I do this with only one monitor? I almost need to. Hold on. I need to. How can I get this chat out here? Okay, hold on. This is what I'm gonna do. Give me a sec. I did not vote. I would have voted. However, I did not vote simply due to the fact that I am abroad, which you can vote if you're abroad. However, you have to have them send you your ballot, and I didn't know where I was gonna be, so that was the main issue there. Give me a sec. I need to readjust this. I'm just going. Oh, what the heck is going on there? What the heck? Sorry, I'm adjusting this. I only have one monitor. What the heck is going on? What the heck? No, I just wanna stretch you out. What the heck? No. No. I just want to stretch you out, dude. No, just stretch. What are you doing? Sorry. I would have voted for Kamala though. Well, low key, in Colorado, I would have voted for Kamala. Yeah, that's the only place I can vote. I don't know. It's really close because, you know, you look at like like Pennsylvania. I mean, Pennsylvania's like over 100,000 votes ahead for Donald Trump. I think if Trump wins Pennsylvania, I think it's over. I mean, if Trump wins Pennsylvania, look at all that. Oh my God. Just while I was getting the stream set up, all of these flipped to Trump. Wisconsin, Michigan, Arizona too. Oh man. They all flipped. Kind of crazy. Literally just in the past like 5 minutes while I was getting the stream set up. How's the audio? Is it all right? Bitcoin just hit ADH. Oh, not looking good for Kamala tonight. Oh, I thought you said it was looking good for Kamala tonight. My bad. Yeah, no, I definitely think it's oof, it may be over. How many votes are in for, what percentage of votes are in for Arizona? 49%, but what counties is the real question? You got Maricopa County, 54% in. Maricopa is really big. Coconino County. The fact that Maricopa's in, you got 50% of votes left, but it's close. You vote for Zelda? Third party candidate. Hold on, I'm gonna put a poll out. See what everybody voted for. Where the heck? Oh, I can't do a poll on here. Who did you guys all vote for? Did you guys vote? Zelda's Japanese, she's not eligible. Colorado, my home state. I'm going blue all the way. Have you guys looked at a map of like historically, like what the states have done? So like in my lifetime, since I've really started to care about politics, typically this is what it's been. You know, West Coast blue, East Coast, Northeast mostly blue. You know, and then kind of the middle. You know. Southeast, typically all red. But if you go back far enough, there was a time like before the 1990s when almost all of America was red. Not wild. Look at this, look at 1984. Look what happened here. Well, it's Ronald Reagan. You voted for me, I don't want to be president. That's too much work. Too much work, man. Too much work. You voted Kamala in Texas? Yeah. That unfortunately is a lost cause there. But good on you. See, I think the really scary thing, this for me, like, hold on, I'm gonna stop the music. For me, why like I really think this is gonna be really pivotal if Trump wins, it's just because the entire Supreme Court, all the justices are Republican, which I think just either way, you know, when you have just like a completely one-sided Supreme Court, I think that's just a dangerous thing to have. Because I mean, a lot of the most important decisions, you know, in our country, law and stuff is made by the Supreme Court. So that combination of president plus Supreme Court all being completely one-sided, heavily one-sided, it's just dangerous. It's a dangerous combination. I'm amazed how close this election kind of still, well, kind of was up until the end. It's getting not so close anymore, but wait, Minnesota's always been blue, right? Yeah, Minnesota's been blue for like 30, 40 years? Minnesota's been blue for like almost 50 years, okay. It didn't just flip, they're just counting the votes. Yeah, that's, hold on. This is not updating, I think. Are they just counting? What is going on with, wait. They just haven't counted the votes. There's no way. I didn't vote because I'm on the road traveling, so I wasn't really able to vote with a ballot. I didn't have a ballot. Yeah, I'm not eligible either. To be president, you gotta be 45. You don't need an ID because they only send ballots out one to each person. So they know who lives in the U.S. and they just send the ballots out. You have to register. You already have to register in advance to be able to vote. 35 to be president? Oh yeah, you're right. 35. Wait. Really? Oh, 35. Shoot, damn, that's young. It's kind of crazy.
The best side hustle to do.
No. Sorry, I didn't get the music. I didn't get stuff really set up very well. I am currently in, whoa. My camera still going? I am currently in Thailand. Skip. You're not able to vote online. You're only able to vote mail-in, which I could have mailed in my ballot, but I didn't know where I was going to be. Let's see, Arizona. Arizona is still leaning Donald Trump. Oof, they are. It's only like 2,000 votes ahead though. It's tight. We're still like over 50% to come in, but to be fair, I think this is kind of a moot point, especially with how far Pennsylvania is leaning right. Pennsylvania has 19 electoral votes. If Trump wins Pennsylvania, it's over. I would have voted for Kamala if I could have, but yeah, if he loses Pennsylvania, it's over. Like, hold on. Can you, hold on, there's something you can do on these maps. What is like, let's see. Path to Presidency interactive map. Can I change these? Yeah, so, whoops, my bad, hold on. Oh, I just reset it right here. So like, if, where did that go? If, let's just even say Kamala wins Arizona. If he wins Pennsylvania and Michigan, Wisconsin is, if he wins Pennsylvania, God, it is so tight. I mean, he's gonna win Georgia. Hold on, let me reset this. He's won Georgia, basically. If he wins Pennsylvania, I mean, look at that. She has to win. Nevada's typically, Nevada's blue. Let's see. Where else is not called? North Carolina. North Carolina is normally red, right? No, it could. So 2008, it did flip. But it is, what is it right now? North Carolina is heavily leaning towards Trump, yeah. That's like 86% of the votes are in. So North Carolina, I mean, if he wins Pennsylvania, yeah, it's over. It's 100% over. She could win Michigan and Wisconsin. It's over, yeah. Trump holds Iowa. I don't think that's a surprise, right? There's no surprise there, right? Historically, Iowa. Where's Iowa? There we go. Yeah, that's. Yeah, without Pennsylvania, it's over. What Pennsylvania's at? How many votes are in? 68% of votes in. Pittsburgh has 90% of their votes in. Philadelphia, 67%. Most of these smaller counties, they're already all counted in. Is there any way she could still, York County, 30% in, so there's like, I mean, she could still win Pennsylvania. It's gonna be hard though. It's gonna be hard. Moo Dang voted for Trump. Moo Dang's a right-leaning hippopotamus, eh? Yeah, Georgia's, I think Georgia's done. Yeah, Iowa's definitely done. I mean, 75% of the votes in leaning. My perspective on the election, I mean, I don't want Trump to win, but I'm just amazed how close it still is. California is just typically blue, just because of the stuff they kind of, the issues that are relevant to them. Immigrants can't vote unless they're a U.S. citizen. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. who's going to win? Probably Trump. I think it's, I don't know. Pennsylvania's close. We'll see. It's close. It's close in Pennsylvania. I know if Trump wins, the amazing thing would be if Trump wins the popular vote. That's the crazy thing about the U.S. Like people watching this, I would say show of hands, but people watching this who are not from the U.S. would think it's kind of crazy that somebody can win the popular vote and still lose the presidency. I did not vote HMM simply just because I'm traveling, I'm on the road, I'm not in the U.S. Why don't I like Trump? I mean, the most obvious, without going too deep into attacking what he says and who he is as a person. I mean, one, he lies a lot, right? I mean, two, if you look at like his recent campaigns. I mean, he has people on his campaign that are racist towards Puerto Rico, and overall, I mean, I think he's contributed to a lot of the violence that you've seen happening in America, the increase in violence over the last few years. Those are probably the main things for me. Trump will win the popular vote? What is it? What is it right now? What is it right now? Yeah, Trump has an 89% chance of victory right now. What is the popular vote right now? This is Georgia. What about just by popular vote margin? He has the popular vote right now. But I mean, to be fair, good. Oh wait, no, this is Georgia still. I'm sorry. Where? Oh, here it is. He has the popular vote right now, but to be fair, it's because of a lot of these states on the East Coast that have already been counted. Yeah, it's definitely it's looking like it's a Trump victory. That's kind of what I think it is still now. HMM. You're choosing between like two. Well, I think Kamala's not too terrible, but there hasn't been like an election since like the Obama era where I thought like there was like a really just good candidate, you know, which I think was pretty well shown in historically too. If you look at the year Obama was elected, I mean, you just see that, you know, a big change in a lot of states. I mean, states such as, you know, Colorado, which was red for a long time. Look at this. Colorado was actually very historically red. Up until, and then it was a swing state for a while, up and kind of till the Obama era. And then ever since then, it's been blue. A lot of states have been like that. You've seen this polarization in American politics over the last like 10, 15 years. Really, really strong polarization. I can't see how many viewers we have in here right now. TikTok. How do I see my live stream?
Okay, we see an increase in domestic production given tariffs because that is passed off to the consumer. Would you agree there?
Sorry, hold on. I'm just curious. I can't see who's watching on what platform. Okay, I gotcha. What about Twitch? Shops are getting barricaded. I mean, there's definitely, yeah, there have been shops getting barricaded. Really, the big one right now is Pennsylvania. 70% of votes in. I think it's over. I think it's over, guys. Well, so the Electoral College voting system, it made sense at the time, right? It made sense at the time when it was created. You got to think this was like almost, well, over 200 years ago now, right? Like 240 something years ago, roughly 250 years ago when this Electoral College voting system was created. It's because, you know, education at that time, you know, people weren't as knowledgeable about politics. They did it to protect the fact that, you know, regular people at that time probably weren't as informed about politics as they should be able to elect a person that was going to be making decisions about their country. So it was made as a way to protect against misinformation, you know, not being informed enough for regular people to make decisions about politics. But obviously, I think that's, well, I don't know how much that's changed now, to be fair. I think people still are not really that informed when they make their decisions. But, you know, nowadays with internet and education and, you know, how widespread it's become, it doesn't really make sense anymore. It's kind of an archaic system at this point.
Density is a tool to record your DJ set and
So. Yep, 100, 214 now, to 179. Damn, I'm just amazed. It's actually really not even that close in Pennsylvania. It's not even as close as I thought it was going to be. %20 of votes in Canberra County. It's not really that big. The website, just look up like New York Times, you know, The Guardian, 270 to win, you know. Yeah, people usually are not informed enough. What was I just about to look up? Oh. Trump is overperforming with independent voters in Pennsylvania. I didn't expect this stream either. It just came. Oof. I mean, to be fair, is it this close? Like, damn, is that? It's like 180,000 votes off. Four more years of Cheeto. What's up, Toyota? Welcome, welcome. Cameron County. Has Cameron County not started counting yet? Where's Cameron County? That can't be right. Cameron, okay, hold on. Where's Cameron County? It hasn't started counting yet. Let's see, can Kamala win Pennsylvania? Is it even possible at this point, just looking at county-wise? Yeah, that's Iowa. What count? How many votes are in Cameron County? Probably not that much. There's not too much up here. Thank you, Mark. And yeah, I'll go back to Vietnam eventually. This is gonna be another historic year, I think, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, most of these are in. It's amazing the stark difference. One thing that you'll be interested in, if you look at like the cities, it's always very heavily, for the most part, most major cities are very heavily left, and more rural counties and areas are almost always much more heavily right. Where do you get pizza in Vietnam? I love everybody's like, yeah, Trump won, so where do you get pizza in Vietnam? There's not really great pizza in Vietnam, honestly. Is Wisconsin already called for Trump? Not yet, but it's... Damn, I'm amazed. It's actually not as close as I thought it was going to be. I mean, if you're craving pizza, pizza for peas is probably your best bet, but... Election night pizza. Pizza for peas, then. Pizza for peas. That's your best bet. Or you tell me to get pizza. It's morning here in Asia. I guess morning pizza. Two states have a different rule. Yeah, well, they have like a split vote. Right, Trump is leading Minnesota, but there's only 13% of votes in. So if you look at like cities like, you know, I mean, Minneapolis, I think is Hennepin County. I mean, not even 1% of the votes are in. So it only looks like that just simply because they haven't started counting really yet. At lunchtime. It's looking like it's going to be Trump, guys. Looking like it's going to be another 4 years of Trump. I'm amazed Nevada still hasn't... they haven't closed. No, it's closed. But Nevada's always... it's going to be blue. It hasn't been blue for like 20 years. Or hasn't been red for 20 years. Komodo, I do. Yeah, pizza for peas, I don't know. It's not bad. It's just like, it's a floppy pizza. Which website? This is the New York Times for looking at like, if you want to look at counties and stuff, although any kind of news agency will probably have this kind of stuff. The Guardian, you can kind of see electoral, popular vote margin, state and county. And then 270 to win, you can mess around with it on a map. The Italian, the Japanese imagined you to be. Seoul pizza's not bad, but it went downhill kind of at the end. I went and tried it before I left, and it just wasn't good. Speak some Mandarin for me, bro. Actually, it was just in China. I don't know. 特朗普应该会上台。Trump's gonna be, I think Trump's gonna be the winner. Whoops. Damn, everybody's watching on YouTube. It's kind of crazy. Thank you for the $5, Komodo, by the way.帮我投希拉里。I think it's over. Hey, how many people voted for a third-party candidate? It's funny. This was kind of the first year I saw candidates going around and saying like, don't vote for a third-party candidate just because you're wasting your vote. Like this is such an influential. Going to be such an influential election. Damn it. It's kind of amazing though that Harris is expected to only win narrowly for Minnesota, being that it's been like 20 years. It's been blue. Hey Dom, why did you vote for Trump? Just curious. Was it just like the 4 years of Biden? How many countries have I traveled to? I don't know, something like 20, 30, something like that. Yeah, there's a fair amount of people voting third party, but probably, I don't know how much, I don't know if it's enough for it to really affect the outcome. Damn, even Arizona's leaning towards Trump. Are all the swing states? There's still a lot of votes to be counted, but Michigan, Oakland counties, 77% of votes are in. Right, Dom, but I guess I would ask like the the thing that you learn about politics, at least when you just look at like how the founding fathers kind of created American politics, was that they wanted slow change so that nothing could go like too fast. The unfortunate thing is sometimes like what you're feeling or what you're seeing now can come from previous presidencies, which I'm not saying it did, but there's also that to be considered. Komodo, in a way they can. Their decisions or how they, their foreign policy, how other countries, how their policies go towards us, especially with like China. China becoming more and more powerful. I mean, I don't think they've really started to influence us too much yet, but definitely in the future. So in a way, they can kind of indirectly affect the economy, I guess is probably a better way to put it. Bing Bing Yada, welcome, welcome, welcome. Did Trump ever win the economic war with China? Well, China's economy is on a downfall right now. So that wasn't because of Trump though. That's just because it's just hit a peak. It grew so fast. Not really related. No, on Toyota, and I still make videos on YouTube. I have multiple channels, so. Right, election day results are counted first, mail-in and early ballots favor Democrats, which are counted later. So, I mean, it's still possible. It's just 200,000. I mean, that's possible. Workers not allowed to start processing mail ballots until election day. So in Pennsylvania, mail-in ballots percentage, like what historically? Is there not? There's got to be this kind of data. Oh, sorry, ads. Dom's Labyrinth. No, they're different topics, different niches. So completely different. Like what they like to watch is completely different. I didn't vote. I didn't get to vote, Alexis, just because I wasn't in the U.S. I was traveling. But Colorado went to Kamala, so that's what I would have voted. Our premium user, you follow whatever channel you want. I have 3 channels though right now. 3. What in 2020? What percentage of Pennsylvania's ballots were mail-in? Do any of these tell us what percentage were mail-in? Like in 2020? Okay. Yeah, it could be up to like 200,000-300,000, which would be the difference between Kamala winning and losing in Pennsylvania, so that's definitely possible. I don't know, Pennsylvania does that, well, yeah, 70%, you only need like a 2-3% to be, 200,000-300,000. Yeah, Georgia's Trump, 94% of votes in. He's leading by like 130,000. Most voters, you see it says it right here too, most voters tend to vote early in person. Vote reporting is usually relatively fast. So most of these there's not many mail-in ballots. And it depends on the state too, right? But
tận hưởng không giới hạn âm nhạc không quảng cáo. Tải bài hát
Ủa?
xuống và
Welcome, Thomas. Welcome. Well, Luna, the interesting thing, how many electoral do Alaska and Hawaii have? I actually don't know. Alaska has, where, does the New York Times not show, 3, Alaska has 3, Hawaii has 4. So not that many. Not enough to affect it, especially because, let's see, like historically, Alaska and Hawaii don't really switch. The last time Hawaii was red, just to give you an idea, was 1984. And that was when almost all of the US was red, when Ronald Reagan and Mondale were running. And I don't know, has Alaska, the last time Alaska was blue was 1964. 60 years ago. Bing bang yada. I'm an outsider really struggling to understand that these two are the best the US have to offer for candidates. Unfortunately, with the US, I mean, anybody can run for president, right? But you do have to have a certain level of, well, either money, you either yourself have to have money, or you have to have a lot of people that sponsor you. So, to actually be able to run for president, I mean, it's already limited in who can run for it. Alaska belongs to Harris. There's no way. It's been 60 years. That would honestly be more surprising than even either of these two winning the election. When did California go blue? I think California has always been blue, except for like a few years. No, that's not true actually. California was, oh, okay. Well, there you go. There wasn't even, barely was the US back then. There wasn't even, look at this. There was the Federalist Party and the Democratic Republican Party was one party. Isn't that interesting? Politics and party ideologies have become more and more polarized over the years. Let's see, California, the first year it was a state, or got to vote at least, was 1852, it was blue. And then it was red for like a good 30 years before it was blue again. And it was only blue like here and there. It's really hard to look at this map though and understand exactly what this means though, just because people were moving nonstop. We gotta imagine like, the gold rush, the Great Depression, I mean, all these things happened during these times. So, I mean, huge just shifts in what these words actually meant too. Being a Democrat, being a Republican, different issues. I mean, think about like the issues that we have today. Issues such as like immigration. Way different than what immigration was like, 60 years ago. I mean, you just didn't, it wasn't as easy to travel, as it is now. I guess you go for policy and the party versus whoever the figurehead will be. That's what it's become. That's what it's become, unfortunately. That's not what it should be. Well, no. I think the way people vote now is like they almost don't even look at the policy. Actually, I take that back. I don't think people don't really even like look at policy anymore. They just look at like who's who, what party are they, and that's like how they vote. Like it's just become so politically charged, each party. So they're just an electoral vote, basically, yeah. They just vote based on like the majority of the population in the state for the most part. They technically don't have to, but that's like never happened in American politics.
Morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, both
people are biased, but it's also not people's fault. Like, especially with stuff like TikTok now. Hell, even my job, right? People get fed the content that they want to see, right? So people only know what they want to see. Does that make sense? You never, like I think the big thing with this election too is like people, when I was scrolling on TikTok, right? I mean, I'm a Democrat. So I was getting stuff about Harris, oh, like Trump is gonna lose, you know, there's no way Trump can win. That's the stuff I was getting fed to me, because that's just what I watch, right? Now, obviously being someone who can critically think and understands, you know, that I'm being fed stuff I want to watch, which doesn't necessarily mean that that's what the majority of America is being fed. I knew that was, you know, potentially just, you know, it didn't really mean much. But a lot of people don't realize that. %78 of votes in. So state elections are different. Who will rule the state? Yeah, those are all different. Those are all different. So in America, like each state we have senators, we have House of Representatives, like House members. So we have Congress, right, which kind of represent the state in terms of like federal law. And then you also have like, you know, mayors for different counties and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty complicated, but. Right, you really don't realize how big America is until you look at a map like this. Right, the messages change, right? Depends on what news outlet you're looking at. Or like even, you know, what you tend to watch on. This is The Guardian. The one I was just looking at is the New York Times. New York Times is a pretty good one. Any of them are gonna have this kind of map. Chris, nah, she just won't go get it looked at, unfortunately. Right, I think that's a good way to explain it, Komodo. Big federal government and a bunch of small governments with the same systems but smaller capacity. So they're doing it for each individual state, right? The interesting thing is that can differ from the federal law, which I think is quite different as compared to a lot of other countries. It can even go against federal law in certain cases. Although the federal government still has the choice to say, no, you have to listen to us. But sometimes they turn a blind eye. At TTK, we're just looking at the map and the results coming in. It's really come down to, at this point, Kamala needs to win Pennsylvania, I think Michigan, and Wisconsin. I think that's what it would be, yeah. Let's Let's see. Nevada's blue. Georgia is red. Wisconsin's probably gonna be blue. So realistically, North Carolina I think is blue, right? No, North Carolina is red, I'm sorry. Last time it was blue was 2008. It's the only time it's been blue in the last like 50 years. Wow. Anyway, so North Carolina's red. I mean, yeah, if it comes down to Pennsylvania, essentially. Pennsylvania or... I mean, she could win Arizona, Michigan. But yeah, if Trump gets Pennsylvania, it's still over. It's basically, it comes down to Pennsylvania, basically. Jay, I'm actually not in the States anymore. I'm on the road. Yeah, every election, it's always one or two states. It's only the swing states, really. It's funny, because you see it, too, in American politics. You see the political candidates typically tend to only focus on those, because those are the only states that affect the election. Because of the automotive business and steel refinery. That's interesting. What about it exactly? Just like increasing tariffs and stuff on like Chinese products and stuff, or what exactly with it? Actually, I don't really know about that. All right, guys. Well, I actually I have to get going. Unfortunately, I have some stuff to do. But it's gonna be tight. Unfortunately, we're not really gonna know about Pennsylvania until a little later. So if I get back after what I'm doing, then I'll hop on again. But yeah. All right, guys. Sorry, Bing Bang Yada. I'll be back. Although by then we already may know the result. I mean, we can hope, but I mean, it's like a 90% chance that Trump is winning. So, I'll hop on Get It 5 sometime after. Luke, I am not in Vietnam anymore. All right, guys. Thanks for hopping on for a little bit. I know that was short. It was probably an unfulfilling live stream because I didn't watch this till the end, but